Yes, yes. Listen, I understand. I get it. You're thinking about dropping out of school, or you already dropped out of high school because you feel like whatever you're learning there is not going to help you in the future. Like your mindset is, this stuff is not going to help me in the future. It's not going to help me, get a job. So why should I be in high school? I'm going to drop out. Or you already did it. Like, I get it. And that's the mindset that a lot of people are in, and that gets put into our minds, right? Because we're not born with this mindset. It's something that we keep hearing over and over and over. And so it becomes an easy excuse to use to drop out of high school so that we can hang out, so that we don't have to do that anymore. And I totally get it. But if that's you, I want to talk to you real quick, because I have a question, well, a couple of questions that I want to ask you. So sit back, relax, right? My question is this: if high school is not going to help you in the future, if it's not going to help you get a job, like, I get it, but what is? Like, what's going to help you get the job that you want to get, or what's going to help you move forward? Like, if it's not high school, what is it? So, like, if you're going to drop out of high school because high school is not giving you what you need, then what's the other option? What is going to take the place of high school? What are you about to do now? Once you get out of high school, what are you going to do in the meantime? Like, what is it? Because I told you, like, if you have a plan, let me know. Like, it's cool. But if you don't, my question to you is, what are you going to do? Now, let's say, for example, you're thinking of a business, and you're going to start a business, and that's what you're going to do now, right? Maybe you're thinking you're going to start selling stuff, maybe flipping stuff, get enough money, and start a business. Super cool. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, and you're going to really start looking into being more entrepreneurial and doing things like that. I get it 100%, Perhaps maybe there's something else that you're going to do when it comes to kind of like being kind of your own boss and starting your own business. Whatever, okay, that's fine. If you're going to do that, that's fine. So you have something to fall into. But then the question becomes, what if that doesn't work? What if you drop out of high school because you have this master plan and the master plan doesn't work? Then what are you going to fall back on? Obviously, you don't want to move forward thinking, what if it doesn't work out? But what if it doesn't work out, right? Now you don't have high school to fall back on. So all I'm saying is this: at least finish high school. At least get that done and out of the way. Believe me, in a few months or a few years, you're gonna say, damn, my boys, my girls, like they're getting graduating now, and like that could have been me, but yeah, I didn't, and now I'm still sitting at home, right? Like you could have had it done. Why? Just because you want to get out of there and hang out, but now you're not gonna do it, and now you have nothing to fall back on. So again, I'll go back to the beginning. If you have something you're doing, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an inventor, you're gonna invent this great thing. All right, great. But what if it doesn't work out? What are you gonna do then? Because to be honest with you, like if you get a regular job, I mean, you can get a job without high school. I'm not saying you can't, but to get a good, decent job, you need at least a high school diploma. And if you don't have one, sure, you can get a job, and sure, you can probably make a lot of money. Like you can probably make a lot of money without a high school diploma. But at what cost? Like all the work that you're gonna put on your body. Sure, you'll be young. Sure, you could do something without a high school diploma, but it's gonna take a lot of work on your body, and your body's gonna get older and weaker sooner than it should. So all I'm saying to you is this: if you're thinking about getting out of high school, dropping out because it's not gonna help you, my advice to you is please don't do that. Please stay in high school. Please finish it off. Please at least get the high school diploma, so that when you do go out into the real world, you have that at least to fall back on, so that at least the job that you get will be at least halfway decent enough for you to be able to move forward. Education is super important. It really is. And I do understand the fact that you think that these things are going to help you, but there are things that are happening within high school that are going to help you that you're not really thinking about right now. Relationship building, being committed to something and finishing it. These are things that you're learning in high school. How to build a relationship with your friends, with peers, with other people, And so just because you think it's not going to help you now, don't think that it's not going to help you later. Believe me, this is coming from a 34-year-old. Sometimes we think we know it all, but we really don't, guys. So please, before thinking about dropping out of high school, please think of how you're going to be able to make it out there. Like, what's the other option? Like, don't get rid of that option and then I have another one here. Think about these things before you do them. Don't go out there just doing things just to do them just because people are saying it and it sounds great. Because like I said, nobody wakes up in the morning and says to themselves, or nobody is born and says to themselves, high school is not going to work. It's something that was put into your mind by someone or something. And so we have to get that out of your mind, because you need the high school diploma to at least get a halfway decent job to move forward. And sure, from there you can build and go forward. But please, at least get that done. Don't quit on that. It's way too early to quit on education. And sure, maybe it'll take a couple of years, and maybe later on you'll go to college. But please, don't drop out of high school. Stay there, stick it through, get what you can out of it, and at least get that piece of paper, that diploma, that'll help you at least get a halfway decent job while you work on something else. Please, guys. Take my advice. Like I always say, be transcendent.